Food waste is a huge, I think, passion for us, and we talk about it on the show quite a bit because obviously, being vegan, are one of the pillars, and food waste has, if it was a country, it'd be the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases. So it's something we always want to kind of limit. You mentioned this way of making a soup, for example, any kind of leftover meal with foods that are potentially going off. Do you have any other ways that you avoid food waste?
I do. I try very hard to avoid food waste, and I'm in the process right now of writing some articles for plant based on a budget for how to use banana peels and how to use your veggie scraps. But first, I would learn how to store them, making sure that your produce is stored properly. Not everything can go together. Like you're not supposed to put your onions with your bananas, and like there are lots of different ways you should store your produce. Do a quick Google search, figure out the best way to store it to lengthen its lifespan, and do that. I know a quick and easy one is your herbs and your kale. You can cut like a bouquet and put in a glass of water and put that in your refrigerator, and it'll lengthen the lifespan of your herbs and make sure that they're not wilted and sad looking and that you can use them. I have cilantro. I do that with cilantro all the time, which is the herb I use most often. And it gives me an extra 5 days with my herbs.
That's
And
crazy.
that's really something. So learning how to store them first will help prevent them from going bad and having to be tossed. And then saving your food scraps, an easy way to use them is, of course, in your veggie broth. If you want to make your own veggie broth, you can do that either in a pot on the stove or in your Instant Pot or in your slow cooker with some water. And there are recipes online to do this. I have one in the Plant Based on a Budget cookbook of how to use those, cook them for a long time, get whatever nutrients and flavors you can out of them before you toss them. There are ways to use them in your yard. I compost outside. So continuing to get the most out of them after I've prevented them from going bad, used what I could, and then whatever scraps I've already soaked all of the nutrients and good stuff out, they can still be broken down in my soil that will provide me with good food again. So that's another way you can look at it.
That's so